Welcome to another episode of Fanatic Lifestyles, where we enjoy family, food, fashion, travel, and of course, fast cars. Gonna take on a journey. Today, we are introducing a new segment. It's called Nina's Cafe. The requisite cook of the house is gonna show you guys what it entails to make curry goat, curry shrimp, as part of our first annual curry clash with some close friends of mine. So it's Trinidad versus Guyana, and we're going to show you the preparation of how Guyanese/Jamaicans make curry goat and curry shrimp. So stay tuned. This is going to be about a 3 or 4 part series, and let us know what you think. Remember to like and subscribe. Also remember, it's not a lifestyle unless you're a fanatic. Stay tuned. Thank you for the support.
Okay, everyone. Today we're going to season some goat. What I have in here is 5 pounds of goat with salt, water, and vinegar. And I'm going to rub this with lime. I have lime juice in here as well. This has been soaking for about 15 minutes. And I'm going to drain it and wash it 2-3 times until my water is semi-clear. I have all my seasonings out. And when we're done, we have to clean our sink and our prep space. Rinse this again. This is our final wash. Whoops. Drain as much water as you can. And now I'm gonna look at my pieces. If they're too big, gonna cut them because I don't like it too big. My knife isn't cooperating. Anything that's too big like that, you wanna cut it in half, maybe even in threes. Get rid of some of the fat. You can do this before or after you clean it. I prefer to do it after. That way your pieces aren't too large. It's curry, so you don't want them too big. I did sharpen my knife before I got started. I guess not enough. See, all this excess fat? You want to take that off and discard. You want some fat, but not a whole lot. Then your curry will be oily, and you don't want that. So I'm just trimming the sizes down a little to make them more edible, biteable. Smaller, I don't know. If you know, you know. If you don't, now you do. And once this is done, then we will begin the seasoning process. I like my meat in small pieces. I don't like them too big. And then it cooks quicker and more evenly. At least in my head it does. Sometimes you'll come across pieces with bone and it'll be kind of hard to cut through. Do the best you can. If you can't, leave it alone. It's still going to be great. My husband always tells me, tuck your finger. If you guys see, my hands are pretty small. I don't know how he wants me to tuck my fingers, but I try. Okay, intermission's over. I've cleaned my sink, sprayed it down, wiped it out. Now, new gloves. Gonna use some of this. What is this? Cooking base, culantro cooking base. Just Just a little. Because why not? Gonna use 1 packet of Saison. Because why not? I use what I have. Some salt. Now, I don't go too heavy on the salt because we can add. I'd rather add than take away because we all know we can't take away. Onion powder. Black pepper. Put to your taste. I don't measure anything. That's a problem I have. I just go off of what feels right. Chicken bouillon. And then while it's cooking, if I need to add, I add. I need garlic, more garlic, because why not? That's gonna be my new thing, because why not? A little adobo. If this needs more seasoning towards the end, it will only be salt. Only be salt. So, here's my fave, Better Pack. Better Pack is probably the best curry powder. Next to Madras. I'm Guyanese, so I'm always going to big up Madras. But let me tell you something. This is some great curry powder. So, I mix my curry because this one is very strong. You don't want to use a lot of it because your curry will be bitter. And I use this one, or if I don't have this one, I use the Madras. I use what I have. I ran out of the Madras, so I'm going to use this. I use some of each because Better Pack on its own, you got to really know how to balance that curry. And if you don't, you're better off mixing. And I like the flavor that I get when I mix. So there you go. Now I'm going to use clean glove hands, and I'm going to mix this all together nice and even. Ladies, if you have nails, you want to use gloves because this curry is not coming out. All right. That looks mixed. Nice and even pieces. Everything's coated nicely. And onion, scallion, thyme, and pepper is going to be what I use for now. And some pimento. Not a lot because you don't want to bite on these things while you're eating. So just a few. Just drop a few in there. I have some already cut up scallion that I'm trying to get rid of. So I'm just going to use that for now. Oops. And I'm going to season this pot more. Probably 75% through cooking with even more scallion and onion. This is just for now. You don't need to use a lot for now. Just a little goes a long way because when the meat is tender and everything is ready to simmer down, I add more scallion and onion. But for now, that's all I'm going to use. Thyme and pepper in the pot. When I'm done, like when I add the onion and scallion towards the end, I will add more thyme and pepper. So we will reconvene in a few minutes when I'm ready to get this on the stove and show you how to burn your curry. Okay guys, I'm back. This is frying up nicely. I have thyme and a pepper in my water here. I may need to add a little bit more water, but for now, we're gonna just dump this all in there. As long as your meat is covered and not floating, I think we're good. So this is exactly what we want here. Covered but not floating. We're gonna cover this pot on medium, and I would say I'll probably check this in 45 minutes. Let it cook nice and low and slow. I'm gonna go get ready and prepare for the shrimp curry coming your way in a few. Guys, I have some cleaned, washed and cleaned extra large shrimp in here. I buy the deveined, easy to peel ones. You buy whatever you like, and I like them big, so you buy small, wash with salt and lime, ready to go. What you see in here is ginger, garlic, my usual, onion powder, garlic powder, and chicken base, and a little Saison. Same thing I put in the curry goat. Same thing. Little bit of curry powder, number 1. Little bit of curry powder, number 2. I use less because shrimp cooks quicker. You don't need all that curry. I didn't put my gloves on, so I'm using this spoon to mix everything up. Because shrimp cooks so quickly, you're going to see that this requires little to no effort. You just want to make sure the shrimp are covered nicely in all the curry powder. Beautiful, right? We're gonna sit this aside because we have to prepare our seasoning, our onion, our scallion, our thyme, our pepper, our carrots, our potato. Those are gonna cook first before we even put our shrimp in. Okay, guys? We're gonna let this sit and marinate for a few minutes. Let me get the other things going, and I'll be back in 5. I'm back. I have my pot on the stove. I'm gonna cook my curry shrimp. I have some peas boiling, just peas, and some pimento allspice in here. That's it. This is gonna boil until it's soft, and we're gonna season up the peas. So I'm gonna the rice, excuse me. Let me show you what I do for the curry. So I have over here potatoes, carrots, thyme, pepper, onion, scallion. This is going to cook before we put our seasoned shrimp in there. Sorry, it looks crazy up here right now, but I have everything out that I need. And we're gonna drop in at the tail end some bok choy for some color. So let's get started. My oil is on. Now, not too much oil because remember, we're cooking the curry down first. Sorry guys, my kitchen looks really cray-cray right now, but I promise you when I'm done, I will clean everything up and it will be brand new again. I'll be right back once I start the curry burning process. Guys, I'm back. I had to move pretty quick because I didn't want my curry to burn. So I burnt my curry and I put all the veggies in here and I just started mixing it up. That's all I did. The same process with the goat, the same process with this. So I'm gonna let this cook down for a few minutes. Get all these pieces at the bottom here, the curry pieces, get those up. Mix all of that up. And I'm going to add 1 can of coconut milk, or you can use the coconut cream or the coconut powder, whatever is your desire. I'll be back when that is in. See you in a few. Okay, here is our potato and carrots stewed down, soft, ready to add the shrimp. Remember, you're only adding these shrimp maybe 10 minutes. The last thing we're gonna do is top this with the bok choy that I just washed and ready to go. No need to add any more water just yet. We're gonna put this in here just like this and cover the pot. I will prepare some water just in case. Okay guys, I put my shrimp in, mixing it all up. It's not quite done. I still have to add my bok choy, and I see that my water level is a little low, so I'm actually gonna add a little bit more water to this. I'm sorry guys, my kitchen is no water. A little chaotic at the moment, but I did go ahead and put some water in here with my bok choy. I'm gonna add all of this to the pot and cover for a few minutes. Give me a few minutes, guys. I will be back. Hey guys, this is what our curry is gonna look like. We do not want to overcook these shrimp. I can't stress that enough. And the bok choy just really needs to just be steamed in this. That's why we pre-cooked everything. So just try to push those down in the liquid as much as possible. You just want to steam those out. They don't require a whole lot of cooking. This is going to be yummy. I would say give this another 3 minutes. All of this should have finished steaming. You want to keep pushing as much of these bok choys to the bottom as possible. And listen, if bok choy is not your thing, don't put it. Put whatever you like, whatever makes you happy. You're the one that has to eat it. This is what I like. This is what my family likes. So this is what we're doing. You do whatever you want. In a way, this is a little bit of a fusion. What I did here is I took our Caribbean curry shrimp recipe and I fused it a little bit with some Asian fusion. I'm gonna take this pepper out this pot because yeah, this here is dangerous. So I'm gonna remove this out the pot. This is what it's gonna look like in a few minutes. I'm gonna cover it, give it another 3 minutes or so, and this is done. All right guys, as promised, here's the finalization of the rice. I put my peas in a spoon. If you could smush it with one finger, it's soft. I did go ahead, I didn't film this, but I did go ahead and I put in here some garlic powder, some onion powder, a little piece of ginger, and some salt. That's really all you need. If there's anything else you like to put in your rice, feel free, but that's what I put in mine. And now my peas are soft and my rice is ready to go, and I'm gonna wash my rice. I do not measure, guys, but I will show you how I know that I've put enough rice to water ratio. So I'll be back with that. You're also going to lower your fire because you're putting rice in the pot, so your fire really needs to be medium to low or low. I have about 3 cups of rice here, washed, cleaned, ready to go. Dump it all in. All right, that's my rice. Give it a stir. I should see my rice and not my water. I don't know how else to explain it, but I should see my rice and not my water. And when I pick it up in my spoon, I see my rice and not my water. I know I have enough rice because A, my spoon can stand up in here. Technically it's supposed to stand up, but there you go. My spoon can stand up in my rice. I can tell that there's enough water in here versus I'm gonna take all of this scallion out, guys, once we're done, and that pepper out once we're done. So I'm gonna give this a nice stir. It's already seasoned. Let's get the last little bit of rice in here. And we are going to cover and forget it. We're gonna cover it, foil to steam, cover to keep the foil intact, and we're gonna forget about this for about 20 to 30 minutes. We're gonna forget that this rice is even cooking because it does not require us to check on it. My fire is on low. I'm gonna get some foil, make a tight seal, cover this, and be back to check it in 30 minutes. Ciao for now.